Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Just wanted to put a message out there. First of all, I missed Laura's Nerdy Tuesday talk yesterday, but I was super busy, so I wanted to put one out this morning, okay? So I was just going to put a little message out there about the immune system because a lot of people maybe don't truly understand it or understand why we have so much autoimmune disease in this country now, and it's a huge problem. And they're on the rise, and they're finding ones that they don't even have names for yet, so they just call it idiopathic autoimmune disease, right? So here's the deal. This is the reason why I believe why it's on the rise. And it's because generationally we have damaged our DNA. And so then we hand down that damaged DNA to our kids. And then with the way that we eat, we cause that DNA to get switched on. And then the foods that we're putting in our gut are typically so inflammatory and cause actual damage to our gut that then it heightens the autoimmune disease and it gets worse. And our immune system is completely out of balance, okay? And so this can show up in people in different ways. Maybe you have a gene that makes you more prone to an autoimmune disease like fibromyalgia or Crohn's or celiacs or rheumatoid arthritis or scleroderma, all of these things that are autoimmune diseases. Or maybe you all of a sudden as an adult develop allergies and they're getting worse. Stuff like that is signs of an unbalanced immune system. I was the one with the horrible seasonal allergies, and they were progressively getting worse as I was getting older. And my eyes would break out bright red and puffy, and the roof of my mouth would be completely covered in a rash during the pollen seasons. So that was what was happening to me. But a lot of people have autoimmune diseases, right? Well, what happens is our immune system gets out of balance. It's made up of T cells and B cells. And the T cells are like the teachers, and the B cells are like the children in the classroom. And so when the teacher leaves the classroom, the children are going to go crazy, right? So that's what happens is the T cells go down and the B cells go up, and then they go nuts, and they go and wreak havoc on your body. It's like hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's is not a thyroid disease, you guys. It's a problem in the gut. It's an autoimmune disease. But often the way we treat it in this country is we just look at the thyroid, right? And we give you the Synthroid or something like that to help try to regulate the thyroid, whereas the problem is in the gut. So we need to heal the gut, and that's like never addressed unless it's some medical professional that's actually learned something about nutrition. It's the same thing with autoimmune disease. If you have fibromyalgia, okay, I'm going to tell you, I was a physical therapist, right? And when I would get a patient that had fibromyalgia or MS or something like that, I dreaded seeing the patient. And I'm just being openly honest with you. And the reason why is because I got into physical therapy to help people. And I knew that I was not going to be able to help that person. And so that stunk. I didn't like that. It did not feel good. And the reason why is because I didn't know back then that nutrition could change their life. And nobody was telling them that. All that they were getting is more and more pain medication or, medicines that suppress their immune system, stuff like that. And it wasn't working. And one medicine will lead to the other, which leads to the other. We see these patients with fibromyalgia who'd walk around sucking on popsicles that were pain medication. And they were so sick that they couldn't hardly leave their house. So that's no way to live, you guys. And so the answer to healing our immune system and balancing it is to remove the inflammatory foods that are damaging our gut. And if you want to know more about those, I can talk to you about that. And then flooding your body with tons of whole food nutrition. And healing the gut, balancing the immune system. It's the absolute answer. And if you have like an autoimmune disease, or if you have horrible seasonal allergies like I did, because my immune system was out of balance, because my body thought that pollen was like a threat to my life or something, and my immune system went crazy. It doesn't do that anymore, okay? So that was a sign that my gut was unhealthy. I had a really unhealthy gut. I had no idea what truly were the foods that should go in it, and the foods that I shouldn't put in it, right? And so that doesn't happen anymore. So if you want to learn more about how to affect your immune system, how to heal your gut, and truly, treat an autoimmune disease or allergies or something like that, then you need to talk to us, because we can help you. Because if nobody's telling you about nutrition, then you're really not getting the care that you need. Okay? All right. Love you guys.